Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make shrimp tacos. They are paleo, they are eczema friendly. By that I mean no ingredient in it will cause a flare up. I will suggest this for stages 2 and 3 because stage 1 you just need to hammer down and just eat the basics. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready to show you what we're about to make. It's a little different. Okay, so we're gonna start with the star of the show, which is the shrimp. And I highly recommend, if you're gonna eat seafood, to get wild caught seafood. And by that I mean, it was not farm raised. And this is because when it's raised in the wild, all of your seafood is eating all of the things that it should be eating instead of being fed grains. Funny enough, they actually feed fish like wheat and soy and all the things that we really shouldn't have. I never said that we can't have soy, but if you are eating fish that's been farmed, then it's likely that you are ingesting gluten because it gets stored in their meat. So when you buy wild-caught shrimp, it's most likely going to have like the shell on it with the legs and the tail. What you have to do is you have to de-shell it, devein it, take the tail off, and go look up a video because it's not the easiest task to do, and I didn't want to show you guys on camera because it's not the most appealing thing in the world. So I'm just cutting the little shrimp into bite-sized pieces. So this shrimp is wild caught off the coast of North Carolina. How cool is that? It actually has a pretty cool pattern to it. So it's like patterned on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we're just gonna cut these up and then we're going to pan fry them. And we're gonna use a bunch of different seasonings. Okay, so now that our shrimp is ready, I'm going to show you what else we are putting in these tacos. So we will be sauteing some kale. Don't be scared, kale actually tastes really good. The trick is, sometimes kale can taste really bitter. So what you have to do is either you saute it and you cook it and it breaks down those bitter flavors, or if you're going to eat it raw, you have to massage the kale to break it down, and then it stops tasting nasty and bitter. We will also be putting like fake rice. So if you watched the previous video, you saw that I did a grocery haul and I got riced broccoli. I intended it to be riced cauliflower, but I got tricked. So now we have riced broccoli, and so we're going to basically make it up as if it's real rice. I'm gonna season it real well and do our thing. So while I'm cooking, I'm going to be snacking on some celery sticks and some almond butter. This is a really awesome snack. Celery can fill you up because it's loaded down with water, very low in calories, really good for you. And the almond butter, this one, you should only eat nut butters if it is just nuts and sea salt, if you even have to have sea salt. So that's the exact ingredients. This is a Trader Joe's brand almond butter. Alright, so I combined the kale and the riced broccoli, or for you guys, riced cauliflower, or if you want, you can have real rice too. So I'm literally just putting it in the pan. I'm going to add probably 2 tablespoons of water to this, just to make sure nothing sticks to the pan. And today we're actually not going to use any oil. So to season our kale and our rice, I'm going to use garlic powder. And then I'm going to put some sea salt that's mixed with black peppercorn. So we're not doing a lot of seasoning while it's in the pan because we're actually going to make a sauce later on to put all over the tacos. Alright, so while we have the kale and everything on the stove, we're going to start to make our sauce. So the first ingredient is tahini. So I also mentioned this in a few of my videos, but basically tahini is like ground up sesame seeds. And if you guys like sauce, feel free to do a lot more than this, but I try to limit my sauce a little bit. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna put in, so this is called coconut aminos, and it's a really great replacer for soy sauce. So coconut aminos is essentially just coconut sap and some water. So we're gonna take our coconut sap and we're gonna slowly mix it in because the tahini can get pretty chunky and we don't want a chunky looking sauce. So we're just gonna slowly keep adding to it. And so this is actually gonna be more of a sweet sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna add in some salt and pepper. And keep mixing it up. So after about, I wouldn't say do more than 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos, then I would start adding water to make our mixture able to be spread over the tacos. Alright, so the stuff on the stove is looking good, so I'm going to transfer this into a bowl and just throw it to the side, and then we're going to start working on the shrimp. Alright, so I'm just going to use the same pan, ignore the little broccoli bits, but because I want to try to do this meal oil-free, I have just some water getting hot at the moment, and then we're going to add in the shrimp, and then we're going to season it, okay? So I have some Creole seasoning, and I have some smoked paprika seasoning, and that is what we're going to season the shrimp with. So, you know what, feel free to mix it up, do whatever you want, do your favorite seasonings, but I like a little bit of, just a little bit of spice. Creole isn't too spicy. So, this is what we're gonna do. So, you see that the pan is steaming with the water. I'm gonna now add in the shrimp. So I had my oven on low, and now I'm gonna turn it up to medium to high. It is super important that we're not going to overcook our shrimp. So they're starting to get a little pink in here. There's still some clear spots, so that means I'm going to start adding my seasoning now. Alright, so all of the shrimp is now pink. None of it is transparent, and so that means that your shrimp is done, and you want to stop there because you do not want to overcook your shrimp, because then it's just going to be dry and rubbery, and no one wants that. Now we're on to the second greatest part, and that is the tortillas. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys about these because if you watched my grocery haul, you will see that I bought these Siete tortillas. They're paleo, they are grain-free, it's made out of cassava, so we're gonna take 2 of these and heat them up in a pan so they get soft. So basically, these tortillas will get soft in the pan because they have coconut oil in them already. Coconut oil is hard at room temperature and will be really soft and runny when it's heated up, and so it'll make these tortillas soft. You can either use your fingers or use tongs just to flip it over and get the other side warm. And so this one is nice and loose, so I'm going to put the other one in. Just a little trick I wanted to show you guys. I have celery sticks just holding my tacos like this so that I can fill them up. And the taco, because the celery sticks are cool, the tortilla will actually get a little bit hard in this position, and then you're gonna have awesome looking tacos. Yay, now it's time to fill our tacos. So first we're gonna put in this mixture, but make sure do not put too much, don't overfill your tacos. So try to get a combination of the mushrooms, the fake rice, and the kale. Alright, now we're gonna fill it with our little shrimpy shrimps. And now for the sauce. So you're just gonna take it on the spoon and drizzle it over your tacos. voila, we have tacos, yay! Here we go, we're gonna come in for our beauty shots now. Alright, so I have to do a live taste test because these guys look too good. So, here we go. The sauce is awesome. They're not too spicy. They're spicy enough. These are like bomb. So if you guys end up making these, please tag me in a picture because I would love to see this. These are so good. The kale is soft. It complements the crunchy texture of the shrimp. The shrimp just pop in your mouth. I love them. So please try to make this recipe. Let me know. Definitely comment down below and tell me if you're gonna make this recipe. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you wanna see a different recipe, let me know. What do you wanna see? Thank you guys.